Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. So finally, our Udemy course, Ultimate DevOps in Cloud interview guide is out. In today's video, I'll quickly give you an overview and I'll also walk you through the course so that you get a complete understanding of what is covered in the course. Over the last 1 month, we have been working on this course. The toughest part was collecting scenario-based interview questions. So what we did, we collected the scenario-based interview questions from the candidates who attended the interviews. So what I want to tell you here, everything that you see here, none of this is taken from internet, chat GPT, or any other sources. Every question that you see here is actually collected from candidates who attended the interviews. Some of the questions are improvised, but the source of every question is actually from the candidates who attended the interviews. Let me quickly give you a walkthrough. So there are 12 different sections in this course, and each section has a topic. For example, section 2 is Git, section 3 is Linux, section 4 is networking, section 5 is CI/CD, Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes, observability, AWS, Azure, and as many of you requested, section 12 is project management and SDLC. So in each section, we have curated the questions. For example, the first section is introduction. In the introduction, I'll just give you a overall prerequisites for this course and where exactly you can get the notes for the interview questions. So basically, we have also put the notes for each and every question. And especially what I like about the notes, if I quickly show you the notes, everything that you see here. So this is the repository. You can go to lecture 3. And if we go to Git, for example, I will show you the notes for Git fork versus clone. So you will see the short explanation. You will see the answer. You will see the detailed explanation. And if required, you will also find architecture diagram for the same. This way, for each and every question, you will find a dedicated notes. Going back, so the first section covers introduction. In the second section, you will see various questions on Git. For example, explain the branching strategy that you used in your company. Very widely asked. Explain challenges that you faced with Git. Explain how you address the merge conflict. How would you restore a deleted .git? Or if accidentally a Kubernetes secret is pushed to Git, how would you revoke that secret permanently, not just Git revert? And in Linux, we have lot of system administration related questions. We also covered some shell scripts and popular Linux commands. Networking is an area where a lot of people find it difficult, and this is the where interviewers actually ask you tricky questions. So we also covered, some of these tricky questions like your website returns 502. What can be the issue and how would you troubleshoot? Your website can actually be reachable by IP but fails through domain. What is the difference between 0 and 127? That is 0.0.0.0 and 127.0.0.1. Likewise, questions on CI/CD, more focus is on CI because this is where interviewers ask you a lot of questions. For example, static code analysis. What if a build fails? How would you solve the issues with build failure? How would you solve issues with pipeline taking a lot of time? So those are some scenario-based questions that I covered. And I took care of multiple programming languages as well. So there are questions on Java, there are questions on Python, there are questions on Golang. Terraform, we are still working on it. So, these are some of the questions that you might see by end of tomorrow. So if you go to the content, so these are the ones which we are currently recording. So even in Terraform, you will find good number of questions. For now, there are only 2 questions, but yeah, we'll be updating it by tomorrow. Docker, yeah, majority of the questions on Docker are about Docker networking, Docker volumes. Unlike basic commands like what is Docker pull, Docker push, we haven't covered those things. We only focused on questions where you find it difficult to answer in the interviews. Then there is also section for Kubernetes. There are a lot of questions on Kubernetes because majority of interviews these days have focus on Kubernetes. So we covered right from Kubernetes architecture to network policies in Kubernetes, pod disruption, node selector, taints and tolerations, everything that you can think of. We also covered observability. This is a shared responsibility of DevOps and SRE engineers. But these days, you will find observability in some of the job descriptions. So that's why we identified the common questions that are asked in observability, again, scenario based, and we try to put them here. You'll find a lot of questions on AWS and Azure as well. We took care when it comes to AWS or Azure because there are multiple services. So what we did, we put some questions related to AWS networking, AWS storage, AWS serverless, AWS Kubernetes service, AWS RDS, and same with Azure as well. Now you might ask, but Abhishek, what if no, there are more scenario-based questions? What if interviewers, come up with new kind of scenario-based questions? Don't worry, especially this particular course, as I've promised before as well. So we will plan to update it once in a while. Right now, we are thinking to update it once in 15 days with new interview questions. You all know we have a Discord server where people are quite active. People share their interview experiences. So the goal is to pick the scenario based interview questions from the Discord server, identifies the best one for you. And once in 15 days, we will add new scenario based questions. It can be three, it can be four, depending upon how many questions that we get from that Discord server. Even if you have any suggestions, you can put that in YouTube comment section or also in the Udemy Q&A section that you would see. So this is a quick walkthrough of the course. I think I've covered everything that you need to know. One final time. So this is going to be a DevOps and Cloud interview guide where you have various sections. And in each section, you will find a DevOps topic and you will find scenario-based questions in that topic. There is also dedicated notes. So after watching a video, if you want to go over the notes and quickly revise the concept that you have learned, you can actually do it. The GitHub repository is available. Link is available in the third lecture of the Udemy course. Perfect. So this is what I thought of conveying in this video. And at this point, you can actually take the course for just 399 rupees or 9.9 US dollars because I'll be sharing a coupon. You'll find that in comment section as well as description. Using that coupon, you can avail this offer for next 3 days. After that, the pricing depends on Udemy. So if you're planning to take it, what I would recommend, please take it at a lower price because end of the day, you know, uh, if you take the course at a higher price, it just goes to Udemy. So I just want to keep the price as lower as possible. So use the coupon either from the comment section or community tab or even description of this video. I hope you got a clear picture. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Now that the Udemy course is done, we'll focus on next big things on the YouTube channel. See you all. Take care. Bye-bye.